Like right there. She's holding some flowers.
Right. So, on number 1, the answer is going to be flower. Number 2, what was the answer? Stem. Number 3? Leaves. And number 4? Roots. Okay. Who wants to be brave? Who wants to come up here and share on the camera, starting at number 4, how we get... You don't know, you might not want to do it. Let me share with you what we're doing. I want you to tell us, starting at number 4, how water and food and whatever else the flower needs gets from down here all the way up here. Who thinks they can do that? Okay, we'll take Amon, Ron, Caleb, and then Kendall and Nia. Amon, Ron, Caleb, come fast and y'all get ready. Come on. So starting at number 4, how does the flower get what it needs starting here and going all the way up to the flower?
Okay, the roots go. The roots go. The roots.
What do they pick up?
The water.
They pick up the water, and what do they do with that?
They put it inside.
In the
straw. In the straw.
In the straw, which is called the what, Amon-Ra?
Stem.
The stem. And then the leaves also are working at that same time. And what are the leaves taking out of the air? They're taking the
oxygen.
They're putting out oxygen, but they're taking in what? The carbon dioxide. You can call it the dirty air. They take in the dirty air.
And they
put out the clean air.
Clean air.
What do we call the clean air?
Oxygen.
Oxygen. And that's what we use, right?
Yeah.
So the leaves take in the dirty air, put out the clean air. What was that word you called the stem? You called it looks like a straw because it sucks up that water right from the roots. It carries it. Just like a straw carries our drink from the cup. And what's growing in the flower when all of that's happening?
It keep growing.
Well, what's growing inside the flower though? It's going to help us get new flowers in the future.
The water.
What's that? What's right here? What do we start
with?
The seed. So when we planted a flower, we started with a seed. And when we get to the top and it's fully grown, it also has seed. Okay. Anything else you want to say, boys?
Well, it's what I want to hear. Plants can help the earth.
Okay, they do. What's the big way they help us?
They help with.
They take the
oxygen,
the dirty air, and make the clean air.
And everybody say this: Earth can help, or plants can help. Earth is better than plants.
Okay. Now the ladies, your turn to walk us through.
Plants are better than Earth.
Okay. So ladies, starting with you can start anywhere on 1 through 4 and tell us how a flower gets what it needs.
The flower gets what it needs because you got a little stem that it's a straw and the water just go up.
Okay. And where did what picked up the water at first?
The soil.
The soil god, and what was inside the soil that picked it up out for the flower? What part of the flower does it? So the rain comes down, the dirt gets wet, and what part of the flower is underneath the dirt?
The straw.
No, the straw is right inside
the roots.
The roots. So the roots put it inside the straw or the stem. Right, the stem. So the dirt gets water, puts it inside the straw, and then what else happens at that same time? What are the leaves doing?
The leaves are growing.
They're growing, and what are they doing with the air?
They put the carbon at this side and bring out the clean air out.
Yes, you're right. It takes the dirty air, the leaves do, and they put out the clean air. What's the name of the dirty air? Carbon dioxide. What's the name of the clean air?
Oxygen.
Thank you, ladies. Anything else you want to say about the flowers?
When they don't get the water, they will die.
They will die. Can they get too much water?
No.
Yeah.
Well, think about this. Everybody put your hands together. Thank you, ladies. You can be seated. So the girls disagree with the first group. They said that they don't think plants can get too much water. So I want you to put your hands together and pretend that your fingers are the roots. Okay? If you go swimming just for a minute, are your hands going to be okay?
No.
But well, they'd probably be okay. What happens if your roots, they'll go swimming for the rest of the year?
They'll get tired.
They're going to get tired. The skin's going to feel weird, right? It's the
gonna
same
feel
thing.
It's going to be like...
That's
It's
right.
going to be like cold, like roots.
There is a plant called the spider plant,
Oh!
and it looks like a spider leg. And what it does, it lives in the rainforest. So do you think it needs to get a lot of water?
Yes.
It needs a lot of water. So, but what happens is those roots, if it gets too much water, the roots get big and huge.
Like this.
Okay? They swell up. So a root needs just enough water to feed the flower, right? So let's recap. Everyone say the 4 parts of the flower. Roots,
Root.
stem,
Stem.
leaves,
Leaf.
flower.
Flower.
What grows inside the flower? Miss Nia?
The seed.
The seeds. Everyone say that. The seeds grow
The seeds grow
inside the flower.
inside the flower.
The stem is like a,
A stem is like a...
who knows? It's like a straw. So the leaves are like our, they take the dirty air and put out the,
clean air.
and number 4 is
Root.
roots. And what do the roots pick up out of the ground?
Water.
A stem. It looks like a stem.
That's right. It does look like a stem. So I could draw my little flower right here, and my little leaf, and down here I got my dirt, and I have the roots from the flower, right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to actually get ready to plant